Let's see who has joined. Queen Faze, how are you? Queen, I see you. Jen Wanjiru, I see you. Jay, I see you. When you come, please do what you usually do. Tap for me to let guys know we are here. Ian Diritu, where are you from, my brother? You say you are tuned. Where are you tuned from, my brother Ian? And are you doing the tap for me? Queen Kong, I see you. Thank you for doing the tap. Thank you for doing the tap. It lets guys know we have arrived. Thank you so much, guys, for the tap. Thank you, guys. Cassie, I see you. When you come on, please let me know where you're watching from and whether you're doing tap, whether you're letting guys know we have arrived. If you hit the like button several times, you're letting guys know we have arrived, and I appreciate that. All right. Alicia, how are you? All right. Somebody asking what you are. Moses Simbao, you want to know the topic today. Hold there, Moses. It's a very catchy topic. You don't want to miss today's conversation. Thank you for hitting the like, Moses. Thank you for letting that guy know. We are here. I've just tapped Peggy Mitch. Thank you for doing that. Yes, Peggy, now you are number 3 on the gift badge. Thank you so much. Cherry, how are you, Vera? Pauline, how are you? Jilo, you're asking father-in-law visiting frequently, monthly. It is the child who is supposed to deal with the father, not you. They're supposed to assert boundaries. You are not supposed to deal with in-laws directly. It's them to limit and say, Mom, Dad, I love you, but this is my family now. I need some space. Talk it to your partner to manage their parent. I don't feel to love and I'm 27. What will I do? Please work on your healing. Work on your healing. Sometimes it's because we associate love with abandonment and risk. Get this book, Healing Your Inner Self to Commence Your Best Life, and combine it with toxic relationships. Thank you guys for hitting the like. I appreciate that so much, and I want you to know we are here. Gino, you cannot say it is being met with isolation and manipulation. Why are you married to a person who isolates and manipulated you? Why are you married to that kind of person? Why are you choosing to be with them day to day? People, don't you love yourself? A person's parent is coming to your house every day. It's your in-law coming every month. You ask this person, can we discuss too much frequent visits by your parent? Then they manipulate you, isolate you. Why are you married to them? Marriage is not slavery. If we are not together, there's no point of living together. If you don't care, we don't communicate, my people, stop marrying when you don't know how to stand up for yourself, when you can't face existence. You're coming to us to work magic for you. Counselors can't work magic for you. You need authority. You need a say. You need to be the one who can put foot down. And if the marriage is not working, you can live by yourself. That's not something I can do for you people. My husband doesn't listen. He just manipulates. He just gaslights me. Keep quiet. But so, why are you there? He knows you can go nowhere. My friend, take back your power. Thank you for hitting the like. My mother is selling everything after my dad died. Anasema hataki kuona kitu chochote inapumua. Unfortunately, you can't control a grown-up. You can only put boundaries how much she comes to affect you. That's your mother, and you cannot control her. She's selling things that belong to her and the late husband. You can only do so much. Put boundaries on your own life. What about my father-in-law texting me every day and nothing important? You are the one to put the boundaries. Why do you keep the conversation going? Hey, you're the one who entertains it. All right. Is it a good idea to live with your boyfriend at the same when you are not married? No. Do not have sex before marriage. Forget about living together. Keep sexual boundaries so that you can judge character properly. What you are the decisions you are making in setting the foundation for your marriage will cost you, will have repercussions for life. You can never have sex with a person you're buying land from, you're buying a car from, you're purchasing something important from. You must never have sex with a person you're buying marriage from, you're trying to procure marriage from. There's so much to consider about character and personality and moral direction. You can't mix emotional things like cohabitating and sex there, if at all you are serious with your life. Not unless you are suicidal and reckless. All right. When I make it, I'll definitely search for you in person. You have really helped me, my mentor. Thank you, Authentic. My father is working, but he wants me to support everything up to paying car insurance. You're the one to say yes or no, my friend. Just because people are requesting to use you does not mean they're forcing you. Instagram, Lizzie has joined. Thank you, Lizzie. Watching from Berlin. Emma Malicious, you're in Berlin. Thank you from Germany over there. I got my man cheating on the, what? On the bed, and the excuse is I allow him to go clubbing and school. That's where Gloria. When you say my man, what do you mean? Who's my man? Are you legally married? Are you legally married? I don't want to hear my man. Thank you for hitting the like, my TikTok people in particular, and sharing the live. All right. Yes, you can inbox WhatsApp Levy. All right. Gloria, you can't talk about boyfriend cheating. There's no sex and no cheating in dating. Gloria, you're screwing up your life. You can't talk about found him cheating. You crossed sexual boundaries with a man, just showing you that's the life he lives, sleeping with people before marriage. Outside marriage, stop acting like you're being cheated. You are the one who's cheap. You have not been cheated. You're the one acting cheap. Any sex before marriage is illicit. If a man is having illicit sex with you, he will have illicit sex with other women. That should be common sense, and I hate to introduce common sense to grown-ups. If you want sexually disciplined people, you must be sexually disciplined during dating. The moment you cross sexual boundaries, you're going to attract other people who keep crossing it with everybody. Stop writing that nonsense to me. Stop it. It's annoying. You're not behaving yourself. You're going to the black market, and when you're cheating in the black market, you start complaining. Gloria, don't write that nonsense. I'll block you. I'll block you. Use your common sense. Use your common sense. If you want sexual disciplined people, you must date with sexual discipline yourself. Thank you. Kindly one of these fine days consider speaking about surviving office politics and drama. I have written 2 books about that. One is called Mastery, the other one is called Millionaire Moves. Please read them. Is there any problem being married with an age gap of 10 years? We said 10 years is usually possible, but it's on the borderline. 10 and above 10 years is usually obviously a generational gap. You can work with 10 years if you can reason together. All right? Queen Con, you're saying you're about 26. Be careful before you say a boy is 26 and is ready to marry. Most boys in their mid-20s don't know what they're doing. You're just in an infatuation and obsession. And you're not the same age, by the way. Most boys at mid-20s have not seen life, have not even discovered themselves. Most men avoid. Women are usually ready for marriage if they are consciously developing from 25 and above. Men, I recommend 30 or at least 28 for early maturers. What else you are doing with the boys there mid-20s saying we are both continue. Continue giving yourself as a guinea pig to practice and see what it happens. He left because I refused to cohabit. You lost nothing. And I hope you also refused to sleep with him. Because by the time people are suggesting cohabitating and getting a child and getting pregnant, it's because they're already getting to your body. Women, don't think I'm a fool, eh? This man wants me to live in. By the time he asks you to move in, because he's already moving into your body, he wants me to get pregnant because you're already having sex with him. If you put sexual boundaries, some discussions, some disrespect, some insults can never come. Nobody will suggest getting pregnant for him before even, when he already knows you can't even have sex before marriage, or even moving in with them. Married, but my husband always cheats with other women. He always cheats and he always stay there. You want us to come for you? Do you want us to come for you? No, we don't have a chopper where we could send an airlift to you, please. So what are you asking us? What are you asking us? What do you want? What are you asking? Stay there and wait for HIV and early death. That's what you're asking for. You just cattle to him. Cattle to be slaughtered, to be used and dumped and die. What do you want? What do you want? He always cheats. So? You want us to send the people to come for you? Today's discussion is how to move on without closure, without apology, without remorse, without those who hurt you, disorganized your life so much, even acknowledging it. How do you move on when those who have hurt you so much don't even say sorry, don't even acknowledge what they did to you? How can you move on? How do you open a new chapter when the person who ruined your life is walking around scot-free? Who deceived you, took away your money and left you in debts? Who deceived you, made you a single mother, left you with a child to deal with? Who deceived you and wasted your 5 years, 10 years? Who ruined your name? Who made you to be fired? Who made you resign? Who made you take loans? Who made you build a house in their land and they kicked you out? Who built life with you and then they went and took somebody else to enjoy it? How do you move on when the person who ruined your life is walking around as if nothing happened? Some injustices are too deep to deal with. By the way, are you aware we are meeting next week on Friday, 14th? Valentine's is next week on Friday. Are you coming? Do you have your ticket? Just click benjaminzuluglobal.com. If you're a single person, come I help you open the new chapter of dating. Click benjaminzuluglobal.com, get your ticket there, or grab it on WhatsApp up there on my profile somewhere up there, and then you can also grab my books. If you are young, you're under 25, get The Young Visionary and Dreams Before Dating. Don't pass your pre-25 years without reading these books or giving it to your young person. If you are building your career, get Millionaire Moves and Mastery. Millionaire Moves and Mastery. These two, and they are there also on soft copy. All right? Then Toxic Relationships. These two books will help you, Toxic Relationships and Healing Your Inner Self. They'll help you in your healing journey. And if you're in dating stage, particularly those who are coming next week, get these three. Before you say I do, Dating Right and Lasting Love. These two can help you. Those three can help you in your dating. One woman can't satisfy me sexually. What can I do, sir? Even 20 and 100 can't satisfy you. It's an addiction. When a child is diarrheaing, you don't bring them more diapers. You don't bring them more innerwear. You treat the diarrhea. My brother, you have an addiction, go for counseling, addiction counseling. Yes, Nelson, you say it's 8 days to the D-Day. Yes, next week, Friday, 8 days to go, Nelson. I can't wait to meet you there. Do you have your ticket? Click benjaminzuluglobal.com. We are going to organize a meeting for married people. Don't worry. Somebody asking there. What about a situation where she doesn't trust you because of her past traumas? You leave her alone. Stop marrying people who are not healed. My friend, you're going to do a lot of babysitting. How do you move on when the person who hurt you is not sorry? When they don't even recognize it? You wish they regret, you wish they meet karma, but they go around living as if nothing happened. And you sit there with an ache in your heart. This person defrauded you, cheated you, did you unfair. Why are they allowed to move around appearing as if they're having their field day when they turned your life upside down? How do you move on? Number one, the way to deal with the way I stayed with my husband 5 years, jobless, immediately he got a job, he married another woman. Just leave and start. That's what we are talking about today. What do you do when a person disorganized your life so badly, so severely? All right. Let me tell this person who will talk. Number one, you are going to do accept the apology as if you actually got it. Assume they are sorry, they came, begged, kneeled. Why am I asking you to assume something so hard? Assume somebody is sorry, yet they're so arrogant. Somewhere in life, you're going to learn to accept apologies that are never coming. Assume you received it so that you can see it is not the one that would change your life. That's what I want you to see. I want you to assume they're very sorry. But so what? The time is gone. The damage is done. I just want you to see, sometimes we assume the apology would have healed us, and we sit there waiting to ask them questions, to pin them so they can admit how they ruined our life. We keep waiting without realizing that even if this person said, okay, I'm sorry, I was also struggling with my issues, just forgive me, it was so wrong of me, you will still remain disorganized, behind. It's not the apology that carries your healing. So I need to assume you received it and see that it wouldn't change your life. Many times people say sorry, but they can't restore what they took away. They can't take you where you should be. They cannot bring back what they wasted from you. As receive the apology metaphorically to see that it's not the apology that carries your healing. It's not the apology that carries your healing. Number one, assume they apologize, they sent people, they begged, they kneel down. You feel your ego soothed in imagination. You feel yourself justified in your mind. You feel something. But then, that's all. The damage is still here. You're still behind. Some things cannot be reversed. So step number two then, take charge of rewriting the story. That is the ultimate step. Step forward. Grab the steering and start scripting the story differently. Remember, you're not starting from zero. You're starting from experience. You're starting from energy. You're starting from determination. You're starting with a sense of urgency. You're starting with a sense of vengeance to make sure the story ends the way you want, not the way they wanted. To make sure you have the last say, not another person has the last say. It may seem late because you've been building this for 20 years, 5 years, 10 years, whatever. But in 5 years, in 3 years, you can be farther than you were because this time you know better. This time you're more focused. This time you're more mature. This time you're more determined. I just want you to know this. Step number two is to take charge of rewriting the story. And the moment you take charge of rewriting the story, everything changes. Your anger turns into energy. Your frustration turns into fuel. You have a point to prove. This comeback is personal because you need to demonstrate to them that they don't have the last say in your life. This is the time that you actually now demonstrate that you are sovereign, you are self-determining. This person is not your God. This person is not your destiny. The setback is only a preparation for a comeback. I just want you to know the setback can be a setup for a comeback if only you take charge. Stop playing victim. Stop saying, because they did. Imagine I built all this. They took away my business. All that you see, it's me who built. Oh, they're eating there. They're having the good life. Me, I'm languishing here. Imagine they manipulated the court. Imagine they're frustrating me. Imagine I don't have good life. Yet they took away my money. Imagine, guys. Just have my imagine. Just pity me. You say, I built that and I'll build another one. I'll build bigger and better. Yes, there's some things that take so long. Maybe you may not build a replica. There's some things that take you so long. Maybe it's not exactly what you may want to build, but you're going to build another life that is good for you, that sustains you, that is happy for you. Hey, it's not always the figures on the bank account and the size of the business that you want to compete with. It's the happiness you want to restore. It's the freedom you want to restore. Sometimes you may not have that kind of flying life, but you may not need all that. If you build for yourself and your children or whoever you're being left with, whatever you build this time will be full of joy and there's no insecurity. And let me tell you what, before the chapter is closed, that's me. This is my year. I want to shine and go to higher places. Thank you. Yes, I offer personal mentorship. Soul lifted. Just inbox me or chat there, WhatsApp, or go to majorZuluGlobal.com. I need to hear your story first. Okay? What about a guy who can stay for more than 24 hours without talking to you but they still claim they love you? Don't listen to the words, listen to the actions. The actions tell you the truth. No point of asking. You can watch the behavior. Why are you asking? What? You can see the behavior, then you come here to ask. Yes, somebody said you also need what? Betty, just inbox me. We are going to talk. Betty Kiki, inbox me or chat on WhatsApp. BenjaminZuluGlobal.com also. What about a guy? Okay, we answered that one. Said watch the behavior. All right. So we are saying relaunch your life and be in charge. Somebody asking me, what if you are married to the person? Marriage is not a prison. You should not give up your life in the name of marriage. Don't want to live and die suffering to stay with a person. There is no trophy for suffering. I don't know where you're getting that question from. I don't know where you're getting that question from. If you realize you unwittingly married an enemy. What if someone married a second wife and they claim still love? What kind of nonsense is this? Why are you still talking to them? They married another person. Why are you even conversing? Why are you asking us here? You're too confused. Respect yourself. Respect. It's bad to see people marry without knowing themselves. Hey, married second wife. He claims. Claims to who? How is he even talking to you? He denied paternity. Does he love me or his child? Humiliation. Now he's back saying sorry. Why are you talking to him? I'm tired of talking to people who are not even conscious about their own life. Can you put boundaries in your life? Discover what you want before you sleep with men. Before you go sleeping with people who come deny that they're not the father, can you learn yourself, women? Stop living life with open leg policy. Can you just stop that, women? You're coming to tell me about who you got children with. That's too far. Can you just keep the cloth on first? That's too far. Let me remind you that the term baby daddy is not in the Bible, it's not in the Quran, it's not in any holy book. You are the one inventing it. Because of your sexual looseness, thinking you're in love. Can someone who is serious fall in love with someone within 1 week? You can like people even on first 2 minutes of meeting them, but learning and deciding to journey with a person into love is a different story. So stop telling me about crush. Crush can happen in a second, and they'll keep happening even after you're married. Can you learn who you're talking about? Love is not enough. The character, the moral compass, who they are, the vision, the energy, how they live. It's not just love, falling in love, falling. Learn people. Hey. My wife left me for another man, then started calling after 8 months. Why are you being called? And why are you even writing it here? Should have blocked every line and moved on with your life. Why is it even a question? What is normally happening when people say their partners changed after marriage? People can change and pretend. When they change, you also change. That's not who I married. Thank you very much for showing me you're just pretending. That's even fraud in law. But what I want you to know is this. You can choose the life you want, particularly dating right and mate selection. Don't mix sex there. Anytime you're crossing sexual boundaries before marriage, you're asking for trouble. And trouble you will have. You'll be deceived. All right. Next week on Friday, we are meeting for Valentine's dinner at Utalii Hotel, Thika Road. You can also attend virtually from all over the world. Click BenjaminZuluGlobal.com. If you're a single person, we are meeting next week on Friday at 5 p.m. Utalii Hotel. Get your ticket now. We have Lasting Love, 3 books for dating. Lasting Love, Before You Say I Do, and Dating Right. If you're in the dating season, get those. And if you're in your healing season, get Dealing with Toxic Relationships and Healing Your Inner Self to commence your best life. If you're building your career, get Millionaire Moves and Mastery. That's the package. If you're under 25, get this. The young visionary and dreams before dating. I've heard you say you do personal development coaching. Is it long term? I don't know what you mean long term. I can do single session. I can do packages. Benjamin, yes, there'll be meal, Nelson, not just coffee. We shall eat. It's a dinner, my brother. We shall take dinner. All right. All right. And I want you to know that if you can grab your ticket, I'll meet you there. Let me see what else my Instagram people are saying. Why are so many divorces and promising couples, then boom, divorce? Why? Because of poor foundations, Nelson. Just poor foundations. When you go, how do you get the tickets? Click benjaminzuluglobal.com. Ticket is 4,000 for physical. You can attend from where you are, Betty. You can attend virtually. The books are available also on soft copy. Click benjaminzuluglobal.com. The ticket is 4,000 Kenya shillings and 3,000 for virtual. Yes, so let's revisit what you're going to do. Thank you, Nelson, for writing the website there. It's benjaminzuluglobal.com. What if you want to deal with a person who is not sorry yet they ruined your life? They did not acknowledge you. Number one, assume they actually apologized. Receive the apology that may never come, but assume it has come. Your mind can figure out the situation. You feel some soothing, and then you wake up to the fact that even after they apologize, I still have to rebuild myself. This person has shown you the true colors. Even the apology won't change who they are. It may soothe your ego for a moment, soothe your feelings, but it won't change your life. Number two, now take charge of rebuilding. Something bigger and better. Even if not in terms of size, although you can build a bigger business, happier family, bigger life, you can do that. But I also want you to build something bigger in terms of happiness, contentment, fulfillment, self-control, self-containment. You can build your life. I just want you to take charge of that process. All right? Very good. Let me pick a few more questions before we are out. Yes. I've ever went through that, ruined myself, but I collected myself. I focused on my career. Nelson, I'm happy to hear that, brother, that you picked yourself up. Men, we are healing. Those who have been asking, where are the men? Here we are. We are consciously building our lives. We are not playing victim all day long. All right? So, I love you so much, guys. I want to see you next week. Who has their ticket already? Kwa nini tukikosana na yeye anatumia neno like hakuna mahali tunaenda na wewe ama ati nimekusaidia sana. You already know the language. If the person is disrespectful and condescending, you don't need to ask psychologist. My friend. My friend. Save yourself early. Nelson is paying the ticket right away. Thank you. Your videos are such an eye-opener. If you want to pay your ticket, click benjaminzuluglobal.com. Angie, thank you. I'm hoping to see you next week, Angie. My husband is cheating on me and I'm pregnant. Different girls tell me what to do. What do you think? You're pregnant. Do you want to subject yourself to that stress and mayhem? Go to your parent. Go to your friend. Go shelter there. After you get a child, build your life away. That is not even marriage, my friend. This person just deceived you to bring... You should fear diseases and worry about the child who is coming. They need one parent. That parent must be you. All right. Thank you so much, people. And I'll see you next week at the Valentine's dinner.